RCMP in Gjoa Haven, Nunavut continue to investigate a fire in the community. Police got a report on Sunday night that 2 sea cans had caught fire. Volunteer firefighters were able to control the flames before officers arrived. Police say the Iqaluit Housing Corporation owns the sea cans and was using them as storage. Police were also notified that the association's office windows were damaged. The cause of the fire and the damage to the building are still under investigation. The Northwest Territories Mine Training Society is helping former mine workers find their place in the green energy sector. The program is called Sustainable North Hour Workforce, or SNOW for short. The program's director says training in the green energy sector is necessary now that mines are closing. The society has $8 million of federal money to help with the transition.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah. Oh.
The intent here is to help retrain or give people who are currently in the mining industry and community members an opportunity to explore avenues that are open to them for alternative energies, like to support the low carbon economy. There's a certain degree of transferable skills that can be switched over to the green economy. It's just a slight bit of retooling that they may have to do, like there are educational opportunities that are open for them to retrain.
The program will travel to all 33 communities across the Northwest Territories. The training is free and participants get $300 at the end. More now on a move by 2 Yukon First Nations to take health care into their own hands if the Yukon government pauses the creation of a new health authority called Gjoa. The proposed health authority would act as an arm's-length organization to carry out frontline care. It was widely supported by Yukon First Nations, less so by the ruling Yukon Party. 2 Yukon chiefs recently wrote to the Yukon Premier and Federal Minister of Crown Indigenous Relations, outlining possible plans to start the process of taking over health care for their citizens. Nunavut First Nation Chief Pauline Frost was one of them. She explains why.
The intention here is if Gjoa is eliminated or otherwise amended in such a way that it has detrimental impact on our people, on their healthcare needs, then truly what we want to do is look at initiating negotiations with the principles of ensuring that we have a transformative health system that is free of racial discrimination, that looks at values and principles and is respectful of Indigenous healing worldviews. This is always an opportunity. It's always there on any types of program services that is delivered by public governments. We have the jurisdictional right to draw down services if we so choose. And in this case, we see a need to carefully consider a process that's moving forward. We have to get away from public government delivering services for our people, without contemplating and considering the values respect that is integral in how we treat our people, how we consider services. It has to be done in, the rationale behind canceling Gjoa is not very well founded. We spent years designing, and that included Yukon First Nations input. We co-developed the Health Act. We co-developed the Gjoa, which represented real progress towards reconciliation. And the progress that was made is put at risk.
Frost says she did get a response to her letter from the Premier. She says he asked for a follow-up meeting. Nothing from the minister yet, according to Frost. Yukon is one of only 2 jurisdictions in Canada without a health authority. The other is Nunavut. The city of Iqaluit is looking for a new city councillor. On Tuesday, City Council voted to make a public call-out for residents to come forward to take on the role. The move comes after former City Councillor Sam Tilley resigned earlier this year, leaving a vacant seat. Some members of the council hope young people might be interested in the job.
Then that way we could get more input of what the younger generation are thinking, what they're planning, and what they need from the city of Iqaluit.
The matter will not go for a public vote. That's because under the Nunavut Elections Act, by-elections are held for mayoral positions, not for vacant council seats. Once candidate applications are in, council will vote on who gets the position. The call-out period runs until May 22nd, and council will choose their new colleague on June 23rd. The 3 new members of Mark Carney's Liberals are now in Ottawa. The new MPs haven't yet been sworn in, so they haven't taken their seats in the House of Commons. But it's already clear that the vibe on Parliament Hill has changed. Ashley Burke tells us how.
The Liberal caucus celebrating Mark Carney's new majority era and the latest MPs to help get him there.
I do have a big grin on my face.
The Prime Minister introducing the 3 winners of Monday's by-elections.
Canadians have placed their trust in the government's plan. We now have reinforcements to help implement that.
Carney also returning to the House to face off against his main rival.
Why doesn't he follow our full plan to reduce gas prices by 25 cents a litre by getting rid of all the taxes for all the year?
What we are not doing is what the Leader of the Opposition is proposing, which is to substantially increase the deficit, something he's regularly against.
What he is not doing is increasing the deficit. It's only up by 100% since he took office, Mr. Speaker.
The Prime Minister taking aim at Poilievre for saying in a recent interview he's badly educated on economics.
One thing I've learned in my economics education is you've got to study history and you've got to look at numbers.
Why doesn't he learn his lesson from all the failed economic experiments that only benefit insiders with tax havens like him?
Poilievre has vowed to stay on as leader despite losing 4 Conservatives to Carney's team since the fall.
Mr. Speaker, to learn a lesson, you have to have ears to hear. There are some on the benches opposite who've been listening, Mr. Speaker.
Privately, some Conservative MPs say morale is low, and there are serious questions about Poilievre's viability. But publicly, MPs are lining up to support him.
Are you worried about cross-border crossers? No, I'm not. I feel like the leader has the confidence of caucus.
We're united behind Pierre Poilievre to lead us into the next election.
Pierre has grown our movement to historic highs.
It's unclear if the Conservatives have been able to stop the floor crossings. Sources say the Liberals are in talks with MPs from other parties about if they'll join their team. Ashley Burke, CBC News, Ottawa.
The war in the Middle East has been driving up gas prices for weeks, and now those additional costs are likely to increase your grocery bills. CBC News has confirmed that companies that deliver food to stores are warning of a new surcharge, blaming the soaring cost of fuel, and that charge could be passed on to you. Anise Hidari has that story.
Grocery costs could be on the rise again because fuel to get food to the supermarket is way more expensive. This store owner is already seeing higher costs, with some suppliers adding a fuel surcharge.
So everybody is doing it somehow. It's coming. I mean, it's either a percentage of sales that they're charging or a flat fee.
Maple Leaf Foods now charging an extra 11 cents a kilogram for prepared meats and poultry. A letter from the company obtained by CBC News explicitly blames the closure of the Strait of Hormuz and higher fuel costs. They aren't alone. CBC News has seen similar requests from grocery suppliers Tree of Life, Atlas Foods, and Sunrise Farms. Sobeys has told CBC News it's declined to pay fuel surcharges. Metro wouldn't provide details, nor did Loblaw, though it said it pushes back on what it calls unjustified increases. But high fuel costs are likely to influence food costs, and smaller stores can't eat that.
On paper, prices are higher because freight is higher.
This Ontario grocer says they have to keep a close eye on prices.
We are very, very much a sense like a penny and a nickel business where we are always tracking where costs are relative to and where prices need to be to maintain a suitable profit margin to be able to run the business effectively.
And an upcoming temporary federal tax cut on fuel may not make a difference.
Depending upon where you're located in the country, the prices have gone up by 50%. Dropping the price of diesel by 4 or 5 cents a liter really isn't going to be impactful.
While many supermarkets have said price increases could be slow to see on the shelf, supply chain experts have said if fuel costs go down, price decreases may also be slow, if they come at all. Anis Haidari, CBC News, Calgary.
Looking for stories about Indigenous peoples from across the country?
We know where you can find them.
Zinez Hotier, my name is Edzi Ulevren, and I'm Tahltan Nation and Taku River Tlingit First Nation.
CBC Indigenous.
My name is Brett Forster, and I'm from the Chippewas of Kettle and Stony Point First Nation.
Creative.
Engaging.
Informative.
Grounded in First Nation,
Métis,
and Inuit communities.
This guy was coming for you.
We've got to go deal with a dead body.
God help us.
We're just tired of chasing ghosts.
You'd think we never solved a homicide case together.
Kind of sickening to think that he's still out there.
Don't do what I think you're about to do.
What do you think I'm gonna do?
You were trying to save my life, right?
I was.
Being Black in Canada, a space for news, documentaries, arts, and more, celebrating a uniquely Canadian perspective on Black issues, with the cultural moments that matter to Black Canadians. Visit cbc.ca/beingbblackincanada.
I'm Stefan James.
And I'm Shamir Anderson. This is the Legacy Lounge.
Each episode, we will sit down with a different visionary changemaker who has made a huge impact on the culture.
Etsy has announced it will ban the sale of fur items on its site in August. The website is known as a hub for handmade items. The Fur Institute of Canada warns that the ban will impact Indigenous creators the most. Bianca McEwen reports.
Lisa Pottle was speechless when she first heard Etsy's new policy.
When you first told me, it was like, oh, and now it's like, oh, no.
Pottle runs the Etsy store Spirit Sisters by Lisa, where she makes jewelry with beads and fur. In an email sent out on April 2nd, Etsy announced it's banning the sale of fur as of August 11th, with the website saying this move is part of, quote, ongoing biodiversity efforts. Pottle sells around 15 items a month, with her shop being her only source of income.
I had recently purchased fur to start doing earrings with rabbit fur and foxtail, things like that. Oh man, I guess I'm very disappointed right now. That would be the main thing to call it.
She says she makes fur earrings because it's fun and makes her feel connected to her ancestors. Pottle is originally from Nunavut Quest, now living in Nova Scotia.
They use everything, including the fur, to clothe themselves. We like to use it as an expression about, our cultural heritage. And it sounds like it's being taken away and it's not fair.
Executive Director of the Fur Institute of Canada, Doug Chesson, is also speaking up about the new policy. He wrote an open letter to Etsy's CEO voicing his disappointment.
Any ban on fur products, any ban on sealskin products, we know that the impact of that is going to be most severely felt in remote Indigenous communities.
He says he's yet to hear back from Etsy on his letter, and he'd like to see the decision reversed. Etsy has not responded to CBC's requests for comment.
What this does is create, a further inconvenience, another hoop to jump through for artisans that are working with fur and with sealskin. And there are already a lot of hoops to jump through. We don't need another one.
Pottle says she's now looking to switch to selling on Shopify, but will continue selling fur earrings on Etsy until the ban comes into effect. Bianca McEwen, CBC News, Iqaluit.
Nominations open today for Nunavut Incorporated, or NTI's presidential by-election. The nomination period runs until April 21st. Candidates must be enrolled under the Nunavut Agreement and be at least 16 years old on Election Day. That date is set for May 27th. Nomination forms are available through the NTI website. Candidates are responsible for submitting all required documents, including a criminal record check, before the deadline. In an era of AI and misinformation, it's becoming harder to tell the difference between reality and well-packaged fraud. It's a challenge even the scientific community is grappling with, especially for peer reviews, the critical filter that helps the public trust science. Joanna Wagstaff has more.
Good science takes a beating. In an era of AI, misinformation, and agendas, it's getting harder to tell what's real science and what's not. But there's a way. Here's the play-by-play on what's legit and what's truly fake. Welcome to Peer Review. I like a bat, and I can get on the car? Yeah. Right. Step one, you spent months, years even on the research. Say how many bat hits to a car it takes to alleviate anxiety. The work is done. It's time to submit to a journal. An editor does a quick vibe check. About 30 to 50% of papers in top journals are rejected right here before anyone else even sees them.
If it's some sort of AI generated short thing, someone put in a really generic prompt and you get some sort of AI slop out. So that happens, that gets immediately rejected.
Step two, if it passes, you go to the experts. The editor sends it to 2 to 4 specialists in that exact field. These are your peers. Did you use the right sample size? Did you cherry pick data to fit a narrative? Does this hold up against everything we already know? Does it advance the field at all? And finally, step 3. You make the changes you can, resubmit, and if all checks out, you get published in a journal for all to see, judge, recreate, build on. This rigorous process is known as peer review, and it's fundamental to getting as close to bulletproof science as we can get. It's the stress test and the reality researchers live in.
Most of the reviews were just minor corrections, and we did some little bit more experiment. We tried to confirm whether our story is correct.
A published study is one of the main ways that scientists present their work to other scientists in the same field. This same process applies to all areas of research, whether it's climate change physics or medieval history. The gold standard is have experts checked your work. But in a world that moves at the speed of the internet, waiting 6 months or more for a review can seem like an eternity. We're seeing more preprints, studies released before they've been vetted. It gets information out faster, which helps other scientists currently working in the same field, but it puts more pressure on us, the public, to check. So how can you check the validity of a scientific claim for yourself? Look at the dates, usually at the top or bottom of the paper. If it was submitted Monday and published Tuesday, it wasn't peer-reviewed. Is it a recognized journal like Nature or Science, or is it a pay-to-play portal? And check for conflicts of interest. Reliable papers disclose who paid for their research to be conducted. The whole thing is a slow, messy, sometimes heartbreaking process, but it's the only one we have right now to better understand the world around us through both successes and failures.
Salmon numbers in the Yukon River have dropped sharply in the last decade, and Yukoners haven't been able to set their nets for sustenance and culture. In that absence, storyteller Carissa Waugh started beading salmon pins. She's the subject of a new short film for CBC North called Beading Atsuaku. It was made through the CBC's Creator Network, which works with independent producers to bring stories to the CBC. Beading Atsuaku begins with a creative imagining of a phone call to Waugh's late grandmother, Linda Waugh, who died in 2012.
My mom always taught me that the energy that you have when you bead, you're beading into your artwork, and so I always try to have the good energy around me.
Hey Grandma, it's me, Carissa. How have you been? I beaded this art piece for you called Atsuaku, and I am about to go into this gallery, and I'll call you later, and I love you very much and I miss you. My name is Carissa Waugh. My Northern Tisho name is Iqaluit, meaning caribou hoof noise, after my great-grandma Emma Shorty. I was born and raised in Whitehorse, Yukon, and with our salmon numbers getting so low, it's not just our salmon that we're missing, it's our connection to people, it's our connection to humans, and to our salmon, to our culture, to our traditions that we've been taught for so long and so many generations. And our salmon numbers have climbed a little this past year, but it's still pretty low. But I want to be that voice for the voiceless and speak for the salmon with the platform that I have. So it's activism through any kind of art that you can do. I personally have the artivism through my beadwork, and it's a way to get people's attention. You know, you're walking through, like I have my pin or I have a t-shirt that says something, and people are going to stop and ask me questions, and I'm able to answer those questions. I'm able to bring awareness through this way and talk about the salmon and talk about the culture and talk about my family. And I find that me bringing this beadwork into a space like a big conference is decolonializing the space. And I want it to be a safe space for our Indigenous youth as well.
I do most of my beading on felt. Sometimes I will do it on tanned hide, and I mostly use a lot of the Czech seed beads, and I use porcupine quills and caribou hair. My personal favorite is tanned fish skin. My best friend, she tans fish skin, and I have been able to work with it quite a few times, and it's just being able to work with that. The fish skin, it has been like healing in itself. So I made my piece, and it's called Atsuaku, and meaning Grandma's Camp, and I made it to honor my late grandma Linvois. The bigger salmon represents my grandma, and I have the smaller salmon on the inside. There's 5 of them, and the 5 represent my dad and his siblings, so my grandma's children. And underneath it, there are 7 fish eggs, and the 7 fish eggs represent the future 7 generations. I have heard so many times over the past few years, you know, everything that we do, we are doing for our future 7 generations. And we're also thinking about our past 7 generations.
Hey Grandma, it's me again. The gallery went amazing. Lots of people loved it, and I'm even hearing more stories about you. I just hope that the takeaway of this is, you know, people stop seeing salmon as only a source of food, you know, because they're just so much more, and they've taken care of us for so long, and now it is our turn to take care of them.
Beautiful work. Racers in this year's Nunavut Quest are nearing the finish line. CBC News has been following every step of the journey with a team of young journalists traveling with the competitors. Today, racers set out from camp just north of Milne Port after dealing with high winds. The racers are looking to cover about 80 kilometers of ground today as they speed toward the finish line in Pond Inlet. They're expecting to camp one more night tonight before reaching the end of the quest tomorrow, when a winner will be decided. Now let's take a look at your weather. And that is Northbeat for tonight. For news anytime, go to cbc.ca/north. Thank you for watching. I'm Megan Roberts. Have a good night.